Hello, friends. Whoop, the camera's shaking. I got something funky for you guys. Sherwin Williams. My American friends might be more familiar with this than my international ones. Sherwin Williams makes house paint. They do not make artist oil paint, and this is a particularly old tube. How old exactly? I have no idea because I can't find any information on this. There is nothing on the Sherwin Williams website. There's nothing on Google. I tried to ask them directly through the Sherwin Williams little Ask Us Anything form on their site, and they just never responded. So this is a Sherwin Williams Prussian blue finely ground for artists' use, which is weird. I estimate this to be somewhere in the 1950s, late 50s, early 60s is my guesstimation because of the enameling of the tube. Winsor & Newton, which is one of the big oil painting brands, didn't start enameling their tubes around that time. So unless Sherwin Williams bucked the trend in their short-lived artist paint line, then probably late 50s, early 60s, they had the Cover the Earth logo from around that period. The crimping is indicative of mid-20th century. This is a funky thing. Sherwin Williams, administration offices in Factory, Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, there's no pigment information. It's Prussian blue. It is of questionable age, and it is tiny. Look how tiny. Look at the size of that opening. Metal cap. And anyway, we are going to be comparing this to a somewhat more modern. This is Williamsburg. They started in the 80s. This tube is roughly from the 90s. I have no idea what my other Prussian blue tubes are. My organization skills are shit. So my Prussian blues are somewhere in my piles of paints, and this was the only one I can actually dig out. But Williamsburg hasn't changed their formula much. They have their pigment information. Everything is pretty great. I compared their vintage with their modern Prussian blue. It's exactly the same. So we're going to be comparing it to this. I have no idea what's going to come out of this tube. We are going to mix it with some titanium white. If anyone knows anything about the Sherwin Williams artist paints, just let me know. There has been other tubes of this type from other house paint companies, but they don't say artist use on them. I own a couple of them. And I don't believe they're oil paint. I think those are straight up house paint samples. But this says artist use on it. So I have to assume this. It doesn't actually say oil paint on it. It doesn't actually say oil paint on it. It just says for artists. Is this house paint for artists? Is that what this is? We are going to find out. If it reacts weirdly to the oil paint, then we will know. But right now, I'm hoping this doesn't explode, because it doesn't look particularly great in there. And this is a tiny, tiny little metal cap. We are going, oh, something did come out. Holy shit. Okay, something actually came out of that tube. Fantastic. It doesn't look great. It looks like primordial slime, but that could just be because it's Prussian blue, which tends to look a little bit like slime. We're going to use an itty bitty bit. We're going to put that over there. We're just going to use whatever we get out of this thing. I am not going to try to squeeze too much out. And we're going to see if it reacts any. That might be too much white, but we are going to work with what we have. We're going to scoop a little bit out. Okay. So far it's not having any weird reactions. So far it's acting like regular oil paint. Also, I have my window open, so you might hear New York City noises. About 10 minutes ago, there were children screaming outside, which is always a nice sound. Unironically, kids don't play outside nearly as much as they should. Garbage noises. We're gonna look at the Williamsburg Prussian blue. I don't have any other brand of Prussian blue. It's not a color I use a lot of. So we're just, yeah. That's what I mean by it kind of Kind of looks like slime a little bit. That's just Prussian's blue little, and that came out like a fart. Don't know why I'm, yeah. Oop. I'm pretty sure this is going to be identical actually. And so, I'm pretty sure this is oil paint now. I'm convinced that this is not house paint. This is in fact oil paint. Because it's not bubbling, it's not getting weird. When you mix oil and acrylic, weird shit happens because it's oil and water. But this is just, yeah. Okay. I don't want to get too much. I would normally want to mix this with the yellow to see what kind of green comes out of it. But this is old, this is delicate. I don't want to strain it too much. But, yeah, that's pretty much the same. Nothing weird is happening with it. But I don't think you can buy Sherwin-Williams oil paints. So this I found on eBay. Just a random person that actually misspelled Sherwin-Williams in the product description, and I looked at it and I was like, what the hell is that? But it said artist oil on. I can talk. Artist oil, artist use on it, and I thought, what the hell? I made a bid, forgot about it, and a week later, like, hey, you won. I'm like, what did I win? Yeah. Focus, focus, focus. Can you, there we go. There's the Cover the Earth logo. Sherwin-Williams changed their logo so subtly over the years, they might as well not have. It's the same logo they've been using forever, which did not help me date this at all. So yeah, that was our short little look at this very weird vintage oil paint product. Thank you for watching. I intend to do some extra stuff with this channel pretty soon once I figure out how to use the cameras that I have. And yeah, first quality colors. That also gave me nothing. Googling that gave me nothing. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.